Okay, so in this little mini evening, I think this little series of vlogs needs to end with me tasting the tea that I'd originally come down expecting to drink before I got sidetracked beautifully by a 70s liu bao and tasting lots of cookies. Tipple Twister. I don't know why, but it just popped into my head and said, you haven't tried me in years and I have no idea how it's aged. No idea. So I'm excited, but I need to put you down. I need to put you down. Yeah, you can see like this. A little bit jaunty. Oh, that would drop the camera. Yep, of course it would. That's just basic gravity, mate. I'm sucking my gut in. Only a little bit, but I was. Brutal honesty. Right. I don't want to make a mess. I feel like I'm about to make a mess. When you do that, just start tidying up. Switch your brain around. What do I want to drink? Tipple Twister, Tipple Twister. Do I want to go porcelain or do I want to go clay? Do I want to just taste it as, just see how it's changed? That's kind of what I want to do. So yeah, porcelain. For some reason, I want to brew in this. Hello. That tea chilled me out quite a lot, that liu bao, in a really good way. Okay, this is glazed, so, you know, it is transparent. We've got Psychic Stream Seeker here. Bit the old Psychic. Looks a bit freaky. And there she is, the Tipple Twister. We've got Monocle Boss in here. Oh, we've got a bit of the old pudding announcer. Are you going to focus or are you going to be a twat? Okay, the word twat in England, by the way, for all the Americans watching, is nowhere near as dirty as it is in the States. It's one of those things. Just saying. I want to see the color. Let's just go simple. Simple, simple, simple. Keep it simple. I want to taste this sucker. So let's talk about Tipple Twister. And genuinely, I've pretty much forgotten all the information, apart from it's an Iwu tea, unless I'm completely nuts, from about 2017, I want to say. Let's see. This is from 2010. No, sorry, 200-year-old bushes from 2017 April. This is Iwu, 200-year-old tea trees, Gushu, 1,800 meter Iwu. Let's see how it's looking. Now, this was one of those teas. It was one of those teas for me. I don't know how you feel. Where sorry, OCD kicked in. Like, This is like too messy. I had to like just move stuff around a little bit. This was one of those teas that it had this interesting citrus flavor in it, like citrus peel flavor, which is why, you know, it had that sort of the artwork was this chameleon, like with a parasol, right? And it all being limey or yellow. And the parasol was sort of representative of a cocktail, you know, one of those cocktail drink ones, right? So it was all about sort of this slightly cocktaily, citrusy, peel oils quality to it. And I liked it, I loved it because of that. But I always wondered, how is it going to age that taste? It's a very sort of young taste. And also, it was one of our last teas that we did. I think it was the last tea that we did in 100 gram, because I just don't like 100 grams. They're too, you know, and so they're just so dense that you feel like you're always breaking a bit too much leaf. Even when you're used to that near the sort of bean hole. But anyway, point is, I don't know how it's aging. That high density sort of like, it's basically a lot of the bean hole, right? How does that age? It ages differently to the loose, for sure. And you kind of get the feeling, and I don't know if I'm right, and it's actually a really good test, so this is how content ideas come, like really testing the difference between the bean hole and the outer leaves. Like, that's an interesting test, I think. Because I have my ideas of what it is, because it's going to be more broken leaf, it's going to be a bit more strong, it's going to be a bit more bitter. Is it aging? Not bitter, but you know, a bit more physical. Is it aging the same? Because it's in such a low oxygen environment, it's not really getting enough air, because it's right in the, it's a lot of density in there, you know, compared to the outer ones, which are just sort of like, you know, loose on the edge. And when you've got a bigger cake, there's more of that loose material, so it ages differently. When it's compressed like that, it's like a smaller amount. And this is, you know, we're at the bean hole part, kind of. Anyway, so I'm just, all of that was just a lead up to saying, I just don't know what this is doing. So I'm really interested. And that was the thought that was going on my head when I came downstairs about 2 hours ago. And now it's happening. At 11 o'clock at night, I'm drinking an aged chunk. This is so stupid, but the curiosity has gotten the better of me. Curiosity gave the night sweats. Oh, no, nothing in there. Already too drunk. Yeah, okay. We're in for a little ride, people. Here we go. Okay. Pandan rice, little bit of rubber. Aged lemon peel. Aged lemon peel. A little hint of a very pungent, like lily flower. Oh no, not such a hint. Oh, it's coming out now, the flowers. Oh, Iwu is here. Caramel flowers. I mean, when I think about Iwu, I think about syrupy flowers. But this is aged, it's carameled. Marmalade. Marmalade, man. It's still got it's still got that zestiness. It's still got it. Oh, but it's aging into more carameled marmalade. Oh, that is just a winning smell. Why is that? It wasn't clear water. That pot was a bit, still had tea stains in it or some nonsense. It's all right, it's all right. It's one of those things, because it's a glazed pot, but it looks a bit clay-like. I think we don't like give it the same amount of like, with porcelain you wash, but this feels a bit clay-like, and so I think it hasn't been like properly like washed, but now it has. Anyway, this is crazy good. Raisins soaked in limoncello with some sherbet thrown in. Sherbet, limoncello, raisins. A touch of like cement, gravel. Like I'm on the side of a road. It's a road trip. There's a road trip happening. Some leather seats. Hold on, need to get the camera. Yeah, some leather seats. Let's see. Oh, leave the lid on, it steams up a bit. Oh, now the alcohol's coming through. Some sort of grappa-esque, kind of a bit of a punchy mountain alcohol, herbal. There is grapes, there's mostly the stems, it's grappa, seeds, and it's that woodsier, strong alcohol. Oh, it's still got the cocktail. It's still got, this is what I love, right? These are the moments that I absolutely love, because it just continuously amazes me. Like amazes me that you can taste a tea when it's just being processed. And even though it's young and it's like it's sort of like it's like a kid, right? When they're young, they haven't developed their personality enough. Like you can't like see it so clearly, but you can see it already. But there's all this other stuff, right? It's young, it's youthful, it's exuberant. And then the personality like that you saw at a very young age, but you couldn't necessarily describe it. You kind of know, okay, that one's a bit like XYZ, in terms of the character. It develops, and as it matures, it reveals it, and it becomes established in it. And it amazes me that that's the same with tea, that you can taste a tea when it's young and somehow just pick out there's like a certain character to the taste. It's this little lemony, peel-like alcohol cocktail vibe going on. And it just translates as it ages, and it becomes more of it. It becomes even more of what you kind of saw. And maybe I'm just like feeding myself marmalade, and because I remember it, and maybe if you put like a chocolatey covered cover in front of me, I'd have described different things. So like, yeah, I get it. Maybe I'm wrong. But let me be wrong then, because that is amazing. And I prefer to choose amazing. Let's see what it tastes like. Hot. Ewu. Hello. Caramel nectar. Smooth, soft. You think, okay, lovely, great. Sweet, rounded, caramelled, PuErh, all good. Love it, sure. But you're thinking, but is it worth that amount of money? And in the first sip, you're like, no. But then you just keep wanting to drink some more, don't you? And more. And more, through infusions and infusions. How many other PuErh regions give you that same feeling that you just keep refilling it? Sweet water, it's beautiful, it's sweet. And then you get the upper echelon Ewus that, as you drink, add all of that character of themselves. But they're coming out of the shadow, not the shadows, they're coming out from the caramel light. Slowly, they're fading in. This is a fade in tea. From white out. Not from black, from white. Imagine like somebody's taking a picture with a flash. You're like blinded for a second. And then, and as the fades, you're seeing this most amazing person, this character. I see a beautiful woman with Iwu. Just angelic, hair glowing, you know, from this natural, sweet, but then character, complexity. The more you get to know them, whoa, you know, and the character coming out through here is that mandarin peel. It's between lemon and orange. It's mandarin peel, bit perky. There's a perkiness to this. There's a lot of perk. And let's face it, I did call it Tipple Twister. And anybody who knows me would know that that was a play on nipple twister. So, you know, you knew that already. And this beautiful mineral taste. And mineral is a really sort of, it's a frustrating word, mineral. What does it mean? It means, that's like saying planty, you know, or fruity. It's like, well, yeah, what type? And I don't know enough about rocks, and I haven't licked enough rocks, and I haven't drunk the water that's passed through this rock versus that rock. But you can taste different rocks. And when you're tasting PuErh, you are tasting different rocks in the river. And when you start to taste that tea like that, like you're actually looking for that minerality, you want to taste the river water, you start to understand so much of what people seek when they talk about minerality in tea, especially with PuErh, and why this obsession with finding different villages. It's not just the plants and the fruits and the trees, it's the water and the minerals in the streams and in the mountains as it percolates through, and then it's collected up, this flavored water, flavored from filtering through everything, going down rocks, and it's soaked up through the earth into this plant, and they express it in their leaf, and you take it and you respectfully bring out the best in it, and you brew it, and you taste essence of mountain as distilled by a plant that is using it to survive. Not just like, who here, taste this. No, it's using it to survive. And it's surviving. And in surviving, it's creating its own character and its own complexity and its own intention. And it's putting that into the leaf. And you're taking that. And then you get the intention of the human being. Everyone involved. And they're all putting their own element in the tea in some way. And then it gets to you, hopefully full of the most honorable intentions about the tea. Because then you taste it and you go, like it, don't like it, not the point. The supply chain had good intention into the cup. They understood the value of essence of mountain as transformed when used as fuel to survive into plant matter, which is then transformed through human hands to create own intention of aroma and flavor and shaping this amazing ingredient. And then it arrives to you, and you have the final moment where you get to shape your own intention around it. with your tea ceremony or your tea session, or you out with a thermos going for a run, whatever. I don't know, man. That's amazing. That blows me away. And I can taste these minerals. I can taste these minerals. All right, let's taste this. It's got that little thing that was always my worry about Tipple Twister, right? So always my worry about this is that zestiness going to become too pithy, because when it was young it was quite pithy, and I was thinking, is that going to dominate or is that going to recede and fade as it ages? And it has receded and allowed other things to develop really well, but it's just there in the background, and it's nice. It's really nice. It's like that little bitter of a cocktail, just that little the bitters, just the Angostura, you know, it's that shot, just turns all of that flowery nectar and just gives it a tiny bite, little bite, you know, a nibble. And in my mouth, what is that? That's like orange sherbet and like probably like ascorbic acid, like vitamin C, sort of weird like tang. There's like an arc just across the middle of my tongue. So I don't taste it the front or the back, but just middle to back. Just like this little of like citrus. I mean, I don't know, how the hell is that happening? Like vitamin C, but like only a tiny bit, well, not a tiny bit, but like, I don't want people to imagine like rubbing vitamin C powder because it'll be too much. It's like, you know, it's tea, it's subtle, but it's there. All right, I don't know if this is the second or third infusion. I think it's the second infusion. Here we go. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God, now I'm tasting the woods as well. You know, it's that humid, trekking through a humid forest. Little, like, I could go on, but yeah, I feel like I've probably done enough. Or have I?